Hello everybody and welcome. I hope everyone is doing really well. We're on to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror today. I'm probably going to be asking for quite a lot of help from you guys in the chat because I have played this, but I've only ever played it once and it was an awful long time ago and I literally cannot remember a single thing to do with the game. So yeah, this is going to be quite an interesting one. Hopefully all the audio is okay and everyone can see the game. It looks like it's all okay in my OBS, which is always a good start. So yeah, we'll get on into it. It's obviously a continuation of Broken Sword 1, so obviously the same characters and stuff will be reappearing. But outside of that aspect, I honestly cannot remember a single thing. So yeah, let's get on. Is it graphically better than the first one? I don't think there was actually much of a gap between the two, so I think graphically it will probably be fairly on par. Wow, really interesting credit scene there. Okay, we've got Aztecs. Or I'm assuming Aztecs, something along those lines anyway.
This must be the place. Professor Ubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months.
Nico doesn't sound like the same actress.
I wanted to celebrate our reunion. But
George is
she
definitely
had
the same
other
guy.
plans, an appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me.
He's a beefcake, isn't he?
I had a bad feeling about this.
Okay. Aztec print. Ooh, okay. He's going to try and kill us. Club. Good shot. To fall into the chair is quite impressive. Okay, so Nico's down. We're very groggy. Okay, so Nico. Ooh, okay, that's Deadly Spider. Nico's been kidnapped. Right, and the place is on fire. Right, okay, so this is a nice slow start then. Oh, and that looks like he's had his heart removed. We're gonna die. We are so badly gonna die. Okay, I think I can kick that leg of this bookcase. I think it has that look about it. Can I do something? Can we go back a bit more? I could do something behind the unit. Oh, there we go. Maybe.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders while tied to a chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood.
Squish.
Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Don't know what this bit is. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to be able to get his arms untied with that bit, but just what was that doing behind the bookcase? Okay, we're free.
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire.
Okay, so we have the chair. Ooh, rope.
The rope was shredded and no possible use to me. I had no time to sit around.
Okay, so let's check out these bits over here. The writing bureau.
Inside, I found a bottle of tequila.
Take
Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal. Ew. Disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm.
Well,
There
the
was
worm.
something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet.
It was the worm, surely.
It was the worm from the bottle of tequila.
Okay, I can't fathom for the life of me why we need that.
Small
But
decorated pot.
obviously, we need a decorated pot. Okay, I don't think the photograph's going to be anything useful, is it? Or maybe.
Nice couple.
Okay, that was really worthwhile doing, wasn't it? Right, this is obviously Nico's bag, I'm assuming.
It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front.
Okay.
It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
Okay, I just want to ask the question of why there's a pair of panties in her handbag.
That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway.
This fire is obviously the slowest burning fire in the known universe, because not a lot's happened. Can I do anything with this spid?
I wasn't touching that spider goo.
You won't be able to lift that either, I don't think. If you're going
The
to try it...
bookcase had fallen on its front, making it impossible to reach the books inside.
There might be a how to escape a burning room book. Okay, so we established there's nothing over there anymore. Okay, I think we've pretty much got everything from over there. Okay. I know it's probably obvious, but let's just try and open the window.
I wasn't going to get through those sturdy bars.
Because if you remember the last game, a lot of the simple stuff I missed
wasn't going to get through
quite a lot.
those sturdy bars.
Okay, so I can use a squirty thing. Not going to have any water in it. I would suspect anyway.
The cabinet was locked.
Okay, just on the basis that there is not a lot else I can do.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
Right, have I got anything I can add to that? Some panties.
The door blocked my only means of escape.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it. The cabinet was locked.
I haven't got a key for it. I mean, I could possibly try and pick it. Ooh, ow. Okay, well that worked.
As I released the lock, something blew the doors open. The cabinet was already open. That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands.
I've got some sexy panties to use.
The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder.
Use sexy panties. Can I put the cylinder on that now? It would still be pretty hot, to be frankly honest, but hey.
The cylinder gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened. What? Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
Wouldn't go that far.
With a well-aimed
To be fair, that's a really rubbish fire.
Our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
Yeah, that was...
I wasn't going to burn myself on that red-hot doorknob,
Oh,
and it
good.
wasn't the time for subtlety.
I was going to kick it open. I was going to say, do I use the panties again? Look, he's Action Man now. I'm going to work on the assumption
I'd
that
found a piece
those
of
guys weren't
newspaper
who we were meant to be
folded in two.
meeting.
It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico.
Okay, so we're going to Mexico at some point, everybody.
The phone was no use to me.
Yeah, I was gonna
Apart
say.
from Nico, there was no one in Paris I wanted to call.
It's worth a try, though. You never know.
It was locked.
Yeah, one thing we found out the last game is basically everything is usually there for a reason. It's very rare that there's something just random.
The door was locked. I didn't fancy my chances of kicking this door down.
I mean, can I do the same trick as I did last time? I doubt it.
The tiny point was only of use for picking small locks.
Righty-ho then. Can't see getting myself out any other way than these doors. So what have I got? Use a worm. I don't think there's anywhere else I can walk. Just out of curiosity, let's try it on that one, but I doubt it'll work and do anything.
The tiny point was only of use for picking small locks.
Okay, so...
I guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Lobineau.
Oh, our favourite
The
person.
history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Lobineau figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running.
So maybe we can now call him.
Much as I disliked him, Lobineau might be my only hope of finding Nico.
I mean, no offense, unless you're in a relationship with somebody, gifting like lingerie is hella creepy.
Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre? You better show, you creep. I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear.
Okay, well that's still not helped me get out of this door. Okay,
The door was locked.
I'm missing something then, right, so the telephone I can't do. Must be something upstairs I've missed. Because personally I can't see any of that lot helping me get out of the door.
The pot contained
Oh.
a key.
Maybe I'm wrong then. I just suddenly had a brainwave saying I hadn't looked at that yet. This happens to be the door key.
I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Lobineau again, but he was my only
Freedom.
link with Nico.
Sice, how are you? Welcome, welcome.
There was no sign of Lobineau when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him.
Hope you're doing well. That's definitely not Lobineau. Oh, is that the same police guy? Please say it is.
Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was. Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
Sorry, people just had to approve something. Not Lobineau.
My girlfriend.
What it is to be young and in love when you share a bottle of wine with me.
Listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
Yeah, they didn't get all the same voice actors back.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
That's a bit harsh. And Slice, you had the best bit of advice for this game. If you get stuck, use the panties. And if that was it, I don't think that's just for this game. I think generally in life, I think that's a great solution.
Have you ever heard of a Professor Oubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Is it bad that he says his specialities are homicide and sodomites? Sodomites bothers me. I can take that if he's not looking. Apparently.
What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
Those wasn't that scene in James Bond? Oh, it's going to annoy me now. Which James Bond film was it? I honestly can't remember.
What do you make of this news cutting?
I might have been Live and Let Die, actually.
Right, fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh. Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type with an Oedipus complex.
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail.
Ba-bum-bum-ch. Hey,
I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking.
I've got a feeling I need to wait, and maybe if the guy comes back out again, or maybe when he's drinking, I don't know. Are you going to look away now? Go on, have another sip of your drink. I dares you. Need your flask.
The man was still looking.
Okay. No then.
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. Besides, I might miss Labino.
Right, okay, so I can't do that. I can go for a wander. After he's poured the wine, I'll chat to him.
Oh, garçon.
Garçon means boy. That's just rude.
He
Yeah,
ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate.
I think it's deliberate too. You're just being rude to the guy. I'll have another sip of your drink. God, this guy is polishing off his bottle of wine. Just literally. Chug, chug, chug.
The man was still looking.
Okay, so I definitely can't do that then.
What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
Very, very informative.
I had no place to go except back to Ubier's house. Besides, I didn't want to miss Labino. So I decided to sit tight and wait.
Can I add that to his drink, perhaps?
No, that's wrong.
Okay, worth a try. What do you think of
I
this?
wouldn't have wanted that.
Should we poison him?
I'd better think this through.
What do you think of my pants?
He wouldn't have wanted that. I had no desire to go down into the sewers.
There is nothing else here, though. I
It
can't go
was too hot
inside.
to see.
Talking to us is a bit pointless. There isn't anything to chat about.
The man was still looking. I had nothing else. He wouldn't have wanted that.
He keeps leaning in, though, which is interesting.
He wouldn't have wanted.
No, so I'm kind of drawing a blank here.
Not such a good idea.
I mean, I can't think. I mean, I'm sure I've got to get hold of this, but
The man was still.
yeah, he's still looking, so I don't know what I can do.
Hey, you. Well, I'd
Oh,
like
okay.
a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
Oh, at least I got something.
The man was still looking. I had nothing else.
Oh, somehow I've got to distract the guy. Oh, here you go. I've got a coffee coming. That's something.
Un café.
Thanks. Do you know a guy called Andre Lobineau?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
Well, I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui, he married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here, the naughty professor and the movie star.
The little Texan. Interesting.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
Okay, did anyone else catch the name Carol Climax? I mean, are we talking adult entertainment here? Because that is definitely a porn star name. That is definitely a porn star name, Carol Climax.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and they wrote a tight alibi.
I just want to point out that the fact that I'm thinking it's a porn star name, it should no way reflect on my personality. Okay? Don't read anything into that.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
He's probably actually never left. He's probably been there since the end of the last game.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
Yeah, I mean, I would have read that in the same way as he did.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe. I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
That's all.
Thank you.
Oh, here's our friend, the wonder that is Andre Lobineau.
Well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you. But Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her. And he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
He just happens to have it on him, obviously.
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
Ba-bum
What's
bum.
funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god. You mean I could be in danger too?
Well, yeah, but if someone asks you to look after something, guard it with your life, that probably means that people are going to want it, and it's probably dangerous to have it. So I don't know why he's all surprised.
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
Interesting. She's a smuggler.
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Ubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself.
On that note,
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more backbone than you.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
yes, I do.
Tell me about your friend Ubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Ubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank. The Glees Gallery.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
Okay, so I think we've got another destination. We've got the Glees Gallery. Oh, here we go.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university...
God, she cracked
would
really
be
easily,
able
didn't
to
she?
help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my girlfriend. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
Yeah, it was our first day back together after many months.
That's too bad. My God, that's depressing.
Oh. Well pocketed,
I
George.
grabbed
Well
the
pocketed.
flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink. Excuse me.
What?
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Yes, of course I do. When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
No.
It was too hot to...
Okay, he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go inside.
Now I had another lead.
Okay, so we can
I could
leave.
either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glees Gallery.
The gallery, surely. I'm assuming that's the gallery.
The Glees Gallery had
Yes.
style and class, but very few customers.
Okay, the girls are not going to be particularly useful. Let's talk to Man. Hello, Man. Oh, hello, other man.
Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God, no.
Then I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
He sounds
Yes,
pompous.
of course.
I was at his house earlier.
If you're going to drop names, you could at least name one worth dropping.
I thought Ubier was a well-respected man.
Why, his last book was nothing but pseudo-intellectual claptrap. The demented ramblings of a drug-dependent has-been.
But you still read it.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine. Glees can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
Would you give me your opinion on this pot, sir?
Social distancing, George.
Yes. Very rapouche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
What the hell do you think
Dude.
you're doing? You smashed my pot.
Certainly it was not only worthless, it was ugly and offensive.
To you, maybe.
Believe me, I was doing you a favor.
I wasn't going to waste any more breath talking to that pompous blimp. Maybe I could turn the situation to my advantage, and at the same time, get my revenge.
Right, okay, so what are you thinking, George?
The pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve.
I can't see a way of getting my own back on him at the moment. Just throw a worm at him.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days, one prefers to think of oneself as European.
No, we don't.
Sure. Whatever you say.
You think if I'm Brexit, I told you the complete opposite of that, mate.
What I really wanted to ask you about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir. One doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
So did I, until that slob smashed it. Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Ubier himself.
Do you believe the story that Ubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? He was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
Have you seen
No one
any
seems
of
to like her.
Ubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated. I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Hey, Jess, how are you? Oh, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner.
There is a gentleman over there who seems to be enjoying your wine.
I can't think why. It was very cheap.
Could you tell me which docks Professor Ubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good God, no. I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
And no, sir. This is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here. Straight across the Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well, as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
He's helpful.
I found this news story referring to a total eclipse of the sun.
Really, sir? Well, fascinating.
Right, okay.
I had no possible use for a credit card reader.
Figure we're going to get told off for doing this?
Excuse me, sir. That area is private.
Oh, so I'm not allowed back here?
No, sir.
Oh, go figure.
Spheres in a barren waste. Oh, very profound.
I wonder if these girls are going to be at all useful.
Hi, girls.
What he was doing over there.
What's the joke?
They're going to laugh again, aren't they? There we go.
Okay, fine.
Can I put that in the wine glass?
I didn't think he'd be interested.
So I was figuring I could do. He hasn't noticed me do that. Okay.
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
And Jess, I'm with you. I hardly remember this game either.
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. What do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Glees' wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Can I do it again?
Allow me.
Oh dear. Can I now sneak over here?
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label. Underneath the logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing.
So it's come from Mars.
I had
It's a long
no
way to travel.
possible use for a credit card reader.
Okay, I don't think there's much around here now. I'll chat to Glees.
Were those pots very valuable?
The pots are insured, but not the shelving. You've no idea how much that cost me.
Oh, D-dubs.
I wasn't going to waste my breath on that drunkard.
Okay, so I think we can leave. I don't think there's anything else interesting in here. I'm going to try the cafe, maybe ask the gendarme if he knows anything about that company, but I doubt it. I just honestly don't think I'm going to find anything at the house.
Excuse me.
What?
Didn't you try to appeal against your dismissal?
There was no point. It was my word against that of the chief inspector. And he was a close friend of the director of the museum I was supposed to be patrolling.
It's not letting me continue
Excuse me.
conversations very
Leave me
easily.
alone.
So that didn't work.
It was too hot to sit in. I could either go back to Ubier's house.
Must be the house, and I can't think there'd be anything I need to go do back in the gallery.
There was no one else I wanted to call.
I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to need to go back into the in the gallery. I've missed something, but I can't think what.
The cabinet was already open. I wasn't going to touch the...
Yeah, unless I'm missing something really obvious in here, I still need to do that.
I'd already ransacked me, and besides which, the color didn't suit me. I'd drunk enough of that.
Okay, that didn't
The
help.
photograph wasn't any use to me. There was nothing else in the drawer. The projecting bracket had served its purpose. There was nothing else I could do with it. I had no time to sit around. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me.
I'm just getting. I just don't think there's anything else here for now. there may be at some point something might pop up, but I really don't think there's anything there at the moment for me. I mean, the windows are going to do nothing, are they?
I wasn't going to get through those.
No. I could try the key on the other door. I still don't think that'll work. Doesn't sound very promising.
The house key didn't fit this lock.
No, figured that.
It was the label I'd found in the Glees Gallery.
Okay.
It looked like a house key. There was no one else out.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
had a choice of destinations. The
Well, I guess it's got to be the gallery because I can't think of anything useful at the cafe.
The wasteland. Too minimalistic for too much money.
I mean, these girls are going to be absolutely useless.
If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico.
Oh, but there's a pot there I can do something with, potentially. Potentially.
The pots were protected by a glass case.
Okay, so that didn't help me at all.
Go away.
Charming.
The pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve. Yeah, I didn't figure that would work, but no. The packing case contained nothing but styrofoam chips.
Oh, look how solemn he looks. If in doubt, use the panties. So look at the pictures. Music got very severe then for no reason.
Rectangles in a desolate landscape. Highly cubist. I could see a pattern emerging in this artist's work.
Let's not be at all inappropriate.
If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico. If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico.
I mean, that's something on the basis that it's letting me interact with it. Yeah, I'm not convinced there's anything in here.
Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that. I'd been looking forward to seeing my girl, but she wanted to rush off to see some professor.
I see. And you think she's having an affair with its professor?
Look, forget it. It doesn't matter. Ever heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Climax.
Yes, but I
Such a
don't
bad name.
care for the kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline of the Western world.
Maybe I'm right. Maybe
Is
she's.
it true that Carol Climax
she was an
married
adult
by her
actress.
husband?
First I heard of it. I thought she just retired.
Which museum was it you were supposed to be patrolling?
The Cone. It wasn't as if anything important was stolen. Just a rusty old tripod.
The tripod had returned a few weeks later.
Oh dear.
Excuse me.
Leave me alone.
I think I missed my chance. As he turns around and comes wandering back again.
Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that. Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that.
Maybe the poison dart?
Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that. Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted that. Excuse me.
What?
I had nothing else I want.
I mean, all I can think of is asking this guy.
You need anything else?
The waiter wouldn't have been interested.
That's all.
Thank you.
Asking about some pants, but I don't think so.
It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. I had no desire to go down into the sewers. I could either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glees Gallery.
I genuinely don't know what to do, because I don't think there's anything else I could do in the Glees Gallery. And apart from that one room in the house, I can't think of anywhere to go in there either. I'm trying to think if I can figure it out.
Excuse me.
What?
He wouldn't have wanted.
Oh, he would. He'd like his absinthe back. Any suggestions in chat of where to go and what to do here? Because I mean, I've got
I could
basically.
either go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glees Gallery.
I'm gonna go back to the house for now. I think it's got to be at the gallery, but I couldn't tell you what exactly.
There was no one else I wanted to call.
So I can't use the phone. I cannot open this door.
It was locked.
Have you seen the graphic glitch there? It's like me standing in the door, but I'm not actually in the door. There's nothing in the
cabinet
cupboard.
was already open.
Like pick up the siphon, potentially. Are you gonna pocket it this time? Can I just leave with it? No, okay. Well, but I can do something. I can do something with it, apparently.
The cabinet was already open.
No, okay. I thought it might let me do something with it, but I can't.
There was nothing else in the drawer. I'd drunk enough of that. There was nothing else in the drawer. I had no time to sit around. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me. The projecting bracket had served its purpose. There was nothing else I could do with it. I wasn't touching that spider goo. The bookcase was too heavy to lift. Besides, I had more important things to do than shift furniture, saving my neck for one.
I mean, I genuinely think that I've done everything in here that I can do. I can't figure there's anything else I can do in there. So unless I'm just being really dense.
It was the label I'd found in the Glees Gallery. It was the label I'd found in the Glees Gallery. I had a choice of death.
He's got to be there. There's nothing in there. Can I ask him? I was thinking, can I ask him about the label? He'll probably tell me I can't.
Go away.
Okay.
It was a label bearing the name Condor Transglobal. No, that's wrong. It was a sturdy packing case. The packing case contained nothing but styrofoam chips.
There's nothing else to do in here. He's comatose.
Go away.
I wasn't going to waste my breath on that drunkard. If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico. I couldn't believe it. The pots were marked at 5,000 francs each.
Okay, that's really not helpful.
Go away.
I genuinely am completely stuck here. I think that's a help thing. I don't really want to help do that though, really.
The pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve.
I figure I'm missing one little step.
The packing case contained nothing but styrofoam chips. It was a sturdy packing case.
And nothing more interesting, George.
It was the letter to Nico from that sickening. was a label bearing the name Condor Transglobal.
There's nothing to pick up from what I can see either. Okay, to move this along, let's see if I can figure out what the hell I need to do. Ah, that's all good fun, isn't it? Yeah, apparently I need to go and talk. I need to talk to Glees about it, and he'll help me out. But I've sort of already tried to do that, and it doesn't seem to have got me anywhere. Yeah, it just seems to say go and speak to Glees. So unless I'm really struggling, I'm positive I've done this on him. This is of course where I haven't done this, and the most simple thing I haven't done, which is fairly normal for me.
Go away.
Yeah, see, he's not talking to me. I mean, he's not talking to me about it.
I wasn't going to waste my breath on that drunkard.
Go away.
Unless the game's broken and it's not working properly. Right, it says here, newspaper article.
It was the newspaper clipping referring to the imminent eclipse. Wrapped inside it was
Oh,
another
thanks,
small
Mrs. Matt.
piece
Me
of
too.
paper. It was a bank statement for Ubier's account from an automatic
Everyone say hello to
telling
my
machine.
wife.
The last 5 withdrawals were for large amounts, and all made in Marseille. It was beginning to make sense. Ubier had organized Nico's abduction. Ubier withdrew money from Marseille. Ubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
That has just right royally annoyed me. And yes, I have got one
I
of the
traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
I mean, no offense, guys, but some of the bits in this game just are ridiculously annoying. I mean, this is generally how I feel today.
Fuck it all, fuck it all. Don't give a shit anymore. Fuck it all, flip the table, screw you all.
There you go. I feel better now. Right, so we've got the fence we can interact with. There's lots of fence we can interact with. Go down here. Don't know what it's going to do, but we'll go and have a look. Debris.
There was nothing there I wanted.
Careful, George. Helpful. Oh, nice doggy, evil doggy. Probably not so nice doggy. Is he just seriously just throwing a bottle of whatever it was? Just
Hi,
whatever, you know,
morning.
an empty bottle, full bottle into the river?
What time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
Okay, let's ask some questions.
Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say. What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
Okay, so there's 19 others I need to look out for.
That animal doesn't seem too hot for a guard dog.
No? You haven't seen him in action.
Doesn't look like he has the energy to wag his tail.
Just like my wife. She's like a slug in a coma until she's annoying. Then, she's like a tiger with a rat up its ass.
Sweet.
You can feel the love, can't you?
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure. They have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Yeah, I've got plenty of time. I can just wait for a month. No bother.
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez. Are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery. And I get a fat backhander.
I was getting
Really?
nowhere with the story about being a trucker. Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
Sorry, the big hand's on 4. The big hand. So it could be 20 past whenever. Doesn't help me. Where's the little hand at?
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of a national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it?
Yeah, not great timing.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
Oh, I've got to show him the pants.
I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert.
Why would you do that?
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her. And you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
Well, she might want to work there. You know.
I'm certain my
21st
girlfriend
century,
was brought
all
here
that.
when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
A poison dart, huh?
I could tell he didn't believe me. What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one.
So Richard Hammond would agree with you.
Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. This is the dart that the Indian shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh. That's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice. I gotta go now.
I think George wants to, doesn't he?
Rig.
Now, I think we do something with the chimney. I genuinely think we do something with the chimney. I'm thinking probably put the knickers in the chimney. No. Nice doggy. Oh, hello. Ah, okay. So that's where he's dropped. That's where he's dropped the bottle, and that's the little flap. So I guess
The bottle was just out of reach. Nothing was going to get me into that water if I could help it.
Yeah, I was clutching at straws there.
My arms weren't long enough to reach the platform.
I need a stick or something. I doubt I can throw the dart at it, no.
It was Ubier's bank statement. It was the label I'd found in the Glees Gallery. It was the letter to Nico from that creep Lavino. Sickening.
Okay, so I can't grab this. I doubt I can go up the hat and go up the flap.
The bottle was just out of reach.
Oh. Yeah, don't. He's going to tell you off for going up the hole. I've just spotted a stick. Ooh, looks like a stick with a thing
The
on the
stick
end.
had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook for hooking boats.
Okay, so let's try that on the bottle. To start.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock.
Could I use that now on there? I figure I'm going to get told off for doing this, but...
Excuse me? Huh? Who's there?
Yeah, to be fair, I would have done the same thing. Ooh! Okay, well I think we've got everything from down here. Can I use the bottle to block up the chimney? Because maybe I figure I must maybe smoke him out, and then I don't know. No.
I don't think so. Ouch! That's hot. The chimney was a metal pipe with a conical hat on top to stop the rain getting in. The panties would not have been thick enough to shield this level of heat.
What can I do, U20? Fetch the stick.
Breaking steel padlocks with my bare hands was a feat I'd never mastered.
Let's try talking to the man again.
You dropped your beer bottle.
Not me, pal.
Yes, you did. I saw you drop it right in the sea. Don't you know better than to dump your trash in the ocean?
I don't see no fish complaining.
See you later.
Okay, there must be something else I can do down here then. So I can go back up the flat.
My arms weren't long enough to reach the platform.
I mean, I'm clutching at straws a bit here. Don't worry, Jess. Don't worry. I mean, can I grab anything? This guy's not looking.
I couldn't reach the packet.
I mean, I doubt I can use
That wouldn't work. I couldn't reach the...
No, I didn't like the idea of that either.
I couldn't reach the...
I've got to get him out of the room. Ah, you want me to, you want you to bring you back up to speed. Well, basically, right. So from the very beginning of the game, George and Nico go to this Professor Ubier's house because they've got something they want to show him, which they haven't actually got. But they want to mention this sort of black tablet thing to him. Anyway, there's two kind of guys there. They end up shooting a poison dart at Nico, knocking her out. They knock George out, tie him to a chair. He gets attacked by a spider. And they set fire to the room. Now we escaped that, so we managed to kill the spider using a bookcase, and we put the fire out with a kind of water spray water bottle thing. And then, oh my god, I remember that. I don't know where you got up to. But since then, we've been to the Glees Gallery basically, and found out that this company deal out of this dock. So we're trying to get into the dock now. And I'm just sort of like stuck as to what to do. I just generally don't know what to do down here because I can't do anything in there. Hey, doggo.
Hey,
I'm assuming I can do. I'm assuming I've got to get the dog on here and then I'd pull the knock the dog down, but
My arms weren't long enough to reach the platform.
yeah, I've got to. I know I've got to get the guy out, and I think the way I do it is using the. There's a chimney outside, and I think I can use something on the chimney, but I can't figure out what to use, and I can't reach anything in here. Okay, you said the undies. Where do I use the undies?
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, I've tried that. I'll show you what I've tried before. The only thing I haven't tried is I don't think I've tried the stick on there yet. No.
The panties would not have been thick enough to shield this level of heat.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
I wonder if I do that again, whether I'll be able to get him out the hut. So that's your inventory. I thought it might be the bottle, but this is where he's going to use the bottle.
The
Isn't
bottle was half filled with water.
it? Oh,
Maybe it would cool the cone down enough to touch it.
really? Right, now quickly use that then. No.
Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney.
Right, so can I...
The bottle had blocked the chimney, and the hut was filling up with smoke.
Okay, so that was successful. Have I got... I mean, I don't know what I need to do that for. Whether if I drop that will suddenly drop the guy into the water or something. I don't know. I don't think I need to do that yet. Okay, so in we go. Let's see if we can grab some stuff. We've got some dog food, so we need the dog food, I think, to... Right, to quickly grab some stuff.
The packet was full of dog biscuits. That mug was a health risk. I decided to leave it where it was. Someone had once told me a piece of coal brought you luck. Who was I to argue with irrational superstition?
Can I see those beans?
Baked beans in ketchup.
Put the bug in the soup. Okay, we can put the bug in the soup.
No.
Can I close the door? Nope, but I can
The
possibly
box
pick the
contained
box.
nothing but blank forms.
Okay. I can pull the switch, apparently.
I realized that that wasn't such a good idea.
So the guy outside has not at all spotted that. Undies in the soup.
No.
Undies in the fire.
That wouldn't work.
Just in case I need to do that, I doubt
That
it.
was no good.
Yeah, there's a box over here, but I can't pick it up.
The box contained nothing but blank forms.
Ooh,
Wrong, wrong, wrong. It was a box of blank forms.
I'm thinking, can I do one of those forms to get
The
into
box
the thing?
contained nothing but blank forms. It was Ubier's bank statement.
So I think if I go out the door, I'm just going to get collared by the geezer, and he's going to have a go at us. So I don't think I want to go that way. I think I've pretty much interacted with everything in here now.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Okay, just hold on to that dog.
Okay, well that didn't really do too much damage. Oh, a minute. It's a coat.
I wouldn't have considered wearing it if it had been the last coat on Earth. A shabby old overcoat hung from a peg near the door. It was a filthy, stained coffee mug.
Hi Blacktails, hope you're doing okay. I have played this game. I have played this game before, but it's been an awful long time. So yes, I probably completed this game when I was about 14, but that was like 20 odd years ago, so it's quite a while ago.
Yow!
Oh, George, burnt your hand.
Stove equals heat, heat equals burn, burn equals excruciating pain. It was an old iron
Jess,
stove.
define when he
Heated the
takes a
hut
while.
and the watchman's dinner.
Because I always take a while. Nothing's a 2-second job. Everything's about 30 minutes.
No, I had to think of something else.
When I get bored. That's probably a fairly accurate statement.
I don't think so.
No, me neither. And there is a hint. I know the hints. I don't really want to. So it sounds like he's gone back. He's gone back inside now. Here, doggo. If I keep feeding him, he's just going to disappear. I'm going to try one more biscuit, because I'm not sure whether it's this, or then I have to get the... Yeah, I wonder if I need to do that... Is there a goat in this game? I didn't think there's a goat in this game. No, that's not what I had in mind.
Didn't
What
I
you
tell
doing?
you to stay away from the fence?
I was nowhere near it. It's that dog. He's
Aw.
crazy.
Hey, mind what you
Jess is
say.
going to look forward to the goat.
He's sensitive to negative criticism.
Thanks, you ungrateful mutt.
Okay, I wonder now if there's something. Now I've moved that, whether if I throw it, he will jump in the wrong place. Apparently not.
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
Aha! Ha 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 ha! Good boy, 20. You're going to go swimming now.
I felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a
Oh,
dunking.
I'm sorry.
It
I'm
seemed
sorry
fast.
to the doggo. I'm sorry, 20. This is not nice. This is a cruel thing to do. Please swim. Please swim.
As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
Right, so good news is the dog's not dead. Can I rescue said dog or just leave dog? I think I just leave dog. Sorry, dog. I'm not into cruelty to animals, really. Okay, we're in, people. Oh, Mrs. Matt wouldn't let me be cruel to dogs. She wants one. Ah, that looks like Condor, doesn't it?
A sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles.
Just gonna have a wander around. That obviously does something. Ah, there's another door. There's a way up.
The din must have drowned out the sound of my knocking. The grill opened from the inside.
Okay, I think I might need to go up, but I'm going to leave that for a minute. Let's investigate down here. Will Graham not let you put the heating on, Jess? Is that what you're cold today?
A sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles. I decided not to tamper with the clamp. Those jaws looked like it could snap shut at any moment. I couldn't reach the wheel and couldn't see any point in climbing up to it.
You're too having to pay for heating. Just do some star jumps, that'll warm you up.
A sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles.
Okay.
The sign looked as if it was firmly attached to the wall. Anyway, I didn't really want it as a souvenir.
For those of you guys who maybe haven't caught Jess before, Jess is a great streamer as well, so please go and jump on her channel and drop her a follow.
Maybe there was a way in up there.
She's playing a lot of variety games. We played Jackbox recently, playing Black Ops at the moment. If you want to see Death by Ladder, watch generally her Thursday streams of Half-Life. They are hilarious. I've never seen someone so bad when it comes to ladders. It's hilariously funny. Oh, there we go, guys. We're in. And he's sort of one of the guys who sort of, I think, killed us last time.
The blades of the fan, which was just as well. If I'd stuck my fingers in there, I'd never be able to play guitar again.
I was spotted ahead.
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Karzak? That must be his boss.
Okay, so we don't think that's going to be relevant now. I figure we've got to go back outside and do something out here, because I can't see. Yeah, I don't. Let's call out to him just for a laugh.
I decided there was a better way to attract their attention.
I thought, is that going to grab their attention? Well, it didn't grab their attention, but I can kind of see where this is going.
The window was jammed shut. The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan.
I'm not going to be able to get in there, am I? No. Knock on the door, maybe? See, that's how you do it, Jess. That's how you go down a ladder. I think I'm going to have to use that to knock one of them into the water.
Who is it?
You reckon pizza?
Pizza delivery? I didn't order pizza. No? This is the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company, isn't it? I don't like pizza. Oh, come on. Everyone likes pizza.
Yeah, who doesn't like pizza?
Maybe he was allergic to mozzarella.
I mean, if it was a pineapple pizza, fine. But who, apart from that, who doesn't like pizza? Okay, what sensible, normal, human being doesn't like
A
pizza?
sturdy chain and padlock hung around the door handles. I couldn't reach the wheel and couldn't see any point in climbing up to it.
Blacktails.
It
Really?
was a long way down.
I've just lost all
Too
respect
far
for
to
you.
jump.
That's it.
I decided not to tamper with the clamp.
I'm guessing I'm being really dense again here.
It was a duct from a ventilation fan. The metal housing prevented me from getting to the fan. The boat hook was jammed in the dented fan blades.
Oh, now what?
That wouldn't work.
No, I didn't think it would.
No, I had to think of something else. No, I had to think of something else.
You have no problem eating free pineapple pizza. To be fair, even I would probably eat free pineapple pizza.
No. Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Let's try the coal.
No, that's wrong. The boat hook was jammed in the dented fan blades. The fan was a real mess. A splintered boat hook, dented blades, and a shorted motor.
Quite simply then, I don't think there's anything else I can do with this section. I honestly don't think there's anything else I can do here. So let me do this.
A fine old oak barrel.
I can do this all day. It's not going to get me very far though. Nope. So I figure I've got to do something to get them outside, but I just can't figure what at the moment. Maybe I just need to annoy them. Let's try being obnoxious and see what happens.
Hey, what now?
It's PJ time.
Look, this pizza's been paid for. You might as well take it.
I told you, I don't like pizza.
Not even with extra olives?
I hate them. Olives are the devil's butt nuggets.
Olives. That's the greatest quote ever. Olives. The olives are the devil's butt nuggets. Oh.
If you know what's good for you, you'll open this door.
What if I don't?
I'll kick your head in.
Okay, I'll come out with Greek.
Oh, okay. We're gonna get in a fight. Okay, is he actually going to come out now and just right actually nail him with the thing? Just like, what's going on there? And can I ask anyone else? Would you do that? To walk over exactly to where the thing was swinging and not look up and see what was going on above it? But hey, it's in the script. Oh, I really wish I had my my quote command working, because I think that's definitely quote worthy. And I'll can't stop myself laughing. Oh, olives are the devil's butt nuggets. Oh, I'm gonna seriously see if I can just for that alone. I'm gonna see if I can activate my my quotes. Oh, that was brilliant. I'm easily pleased, me. Oh, breathe, Matt, breathe. Oh, it worked. Yeah. Thank you, Jess. Oh, that's the greatest thing in the world. I love that you put random broken sword, dude. Yep. Oh man, that definitely tickled my funny bone. If we play Jackbox again, I'm so using that. Okay, Mr. Man over here seems to have disappeared.
Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Coromante City. It was locked. All the crates were firmly sealed.
Okay, let's check around. I figure there's something over here. Oh.
Whoa, don't shoot! The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for him to shoot me, but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want? He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad? Hi. I'm not going to hurt you.
Quaramonte!
Is that where you're from? Coromante City?
Quaramonte! Quaramonte!
Okay, okay.
Okay, helpful.
What does this key unlock?
Oh, okay. Looks like he's got.
You're Manacle. Who
That's
did
just
this?
that's me,
That
man.
big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay?
Oh, is this gonna? Are we gonna regret doing this?
Hey, come back here.
I don't think he's a bad kid, man. Child.
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
I can push a button. Call an elevator.
All the crates were firmly sealed.
Okay, so we don't want to do anything there. Right. Just in case the lift is already here, which is...
I couldn't pry the doors apart with my bare hands. There was usually an easier way to do it.
Try pushing the button for the lift. There we go. That was easy, wasn't it?
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now? I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do.
Maybe, yeah, because I used the box, but I just thought we'd try the pants first.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
You would figure that they still have stairs.
I was wrestling with the small crate when I noticed the label on its side. Danger. Live contents do not drop.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Statue looked way too heavy for me to move. There wasn't enough room to move the handle. No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy.
We're going to drop the explodey crate, aren't we?
That didn't have any rope.
We haven't got... really, for a minute I really hoped that the panties were what we needed then. That would have been perfect.
There was no way to open that window. A sturdy beam was jammed across the doors. These doors were not going to open.
I'll give it some welly, man. Oh, I know.
A short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
Well, I need to lift that up then, don't I? Am I going to have to move the dangerous box?
I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents.
There's loads of rope here.
No chance. Whatever those crates contained, they were heavy. Nothing happened. That was probably because the elevator was already on this floor.
Okay, so let's have a mooch around.
The crate was labeled Danger. Live contents do not drop. There were small holes in the top and sides and scratchy noises coming from inside. The crate bore the familiar logo of Condor Transglobal, but no clues to its contents. I couldn't move the crate until I blocked the light beam with something else.
So I guess it's got to be something in my inventory that I'm using.
The worm may have been slimy, but it wasn't sticky.
Nope. Okay, so let's have a wander around, see if we can spot
It was
anything.
a large crate with no label. The statue looked as if it was Central or South American in origin. The statue looked way too heavy for me to move.
Unless I'm missing something obvious somewhere else in the room.
I realized the doors must lead to a loading platform high above the dockside. These doors were not going to open.
Can't open the window either.
There was no way to open that window. The window was not designed to open. It was a pulley attached to a long rail which ran the length of the building. It wasn't much use though. No rope. There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
Okay, so there must be something in my inventory that I can use.
The label just wasn't sticky enough to stay in place.
Can I make it stickier?
No, that's wrong. I didn't want to risk dropping the crate and releasing its live contents. There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
I mean, I understand I need to move these boxes. I think I need to move this box over here so I can move the top box. The question is, how do I do that? Because I need to block that off so I can move that box. No. Stop, George. Okay, or don't. You think there's something underneath the statue? Where?
The statue looked as if it was central or...
Yeah, I don't think you can do anything with it. It's too far away.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope. The pulley was useless without a rope.
So I tried to do the...
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch. The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
Yeah, but you can't. He won't interact with it. I think basically what we've got.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
What we need to do is need to lift that up ever so slightly. Then the chain will reach. Then we can drop it, and then we can slide it. But I need to get into here first. Which box are you thinking of? These two boxes here. You think there's? Yeah, but you can't do the handle, Jess. The boxes are in the way.
There wasn't enough room to move the handle.
So I need to move these boxes, but he won't move the top box because there's stuff in it. So I think I need to move this box out the way over here, and then I can do that bit, but he won't do it. Ooh, okay. That's a light switch. We've now found a mystery door.
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall. My
That's
fingers
more
traced
like
the
the judgment.
outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling. Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
Aha, we're in. Nico! And I've unlocked bonus comic artwork. Ooh, how exciting. That's called a fetish.
Will you look at this? It was a small statue of a kneeling figure in an
Yeah, maybe I
ornate
should have unlocked her
headdress. The
first.
head was hideous, with huge staring eyes set in a decomposing face.
Hey, somebody's marketing Labino dolls.
You can take that thing off your own face. Her legs don't seem to be tied, so maybe she didn't try and move.
There. How are you feeling?
Oh, thanks, George. How on earth did you find me?
I knew
Jess,
Uwe
am I
had
right
been
in
on
thinking
site,
that's not the same voice
but
actress?
Never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Am I right in thinking, though, for the third game,
The proof I needed to expose
the
Karzak's
original
money
voice actress
operation.
comes back?
I'd
I'm
set it
positive
up
she
to act
does.
as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight
Well,
to
actually,
Inspector
I found
Lee.
something really interesting
But
in my
instead of
games
your
room the other day.
respect,
Ugh, if I can
they
find
sent
it.
me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier,
Whereas
who
I thought I
invited
had.
me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some
I'm going blind.
significance to the local people in Central America.
Ah, there we go.
It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
You can see how old the series is.
Nico, wait.
Okay, the tape might be useful. Ah, cool. Okay, so
I
what?
decided to keep the masking tape. It was bound to be of some use to me.
Yes, it's tape, and it would be sticky.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
Big brain time there.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
Now I should be to move that box. Move this box. You go the long way, don't worry about us. Okay, now I can do the handle.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics,
What on earth are you doing?
trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
Well, I got to say, she sounds a lot more
The short chain stopped the cuffs
abrupt
reaching
and
from the statue
harsh
to
in
the
this game.
winch.
I didn't catch a word of what you just said.
The short chain stopped the cuffs reaching from the statue to the winch.
Okay, so can I do anything else? Lift that again. He's going to lower it now, isn't he?
I guess the wheels of the cart were jammed or something.
No, it's just probably insanely heavy.
There wasn't much I could do with a pulley that didn't have any rope.
Oh,
It would be much easier to attach the rope to the statue first.
I didn't realise we had rope. You know, the whole big brain moment. I let myself down. I've let you guys down. Okay, let's try this now. Hopefully, you should be able to lower it, and then yeah, give it a nice nudge. Oh, while Nico's in the way, come on, do it.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
No, George. Speak to Nico. Speak to Nico. Bloody hell. Overly complicated, that. Do I want to talk to her about everything? No, probably not.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Okay, push!
It's a boy.
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Okay, let's just catch up. Let's catch up on some conversation so we can learn some stuff.
Okay, tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports Aztec and Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Do you know where
Helpful.
Condor is based?
In Central America, a place called Guaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs.
I wonder the dude we rescued earlier, whether you rescue him or you don't rescue him, and what the choice does something later on.
Did that Indian
Because that'd be
guy
good,
just
wouldn't it?
drink-
If it actually had sort of like a consequence.
Verbal threats and bondage? No.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle.
Titty what?
Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call the dwarf.
Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married. What happened to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier himself.
A murderer, huh? Andre said he was something of a celebrity.
And he encouraged you to go and see him. Oh, do I ask about the pants? Oh, do I ask about the pants? I'm going to ask about this little thing first, and
Have you
then...
any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, George. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moon?
Yes, you remember him?
Of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the broken sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moon knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
I don't think the handcuffs or manacles are going to be useful. I don't think the poison dart. I'm asking the question, guys. I'm asking the awkward question.
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
I know. I read the note.
God knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough.
I mean, at least she didn't sort of hide behind it. I suppose that's positive. Honesty in
recognize
relationships
this?
is the most
Is that
healthy
the
thing.
dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir. Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poison dart?
Of course I'm sore.
Okay. Let's get the flock out of here. She's going the wrong way. Nico, hello.
I thought about hanging from the cable with my bare hands, but it was too far to the other end of the cable to escape that way.
No, it isn't.
Nico, I have a great idea.
Not sure I'd necessarily go with the whole great idea. Yeah, I was going to say I didn't see that being a great idea.
George, where have you been?
Never mind that. Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, Andre. Give the stone to George.
well, of course. If you say so, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte is in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
Okay, so we're going to Caramonte then.
Quaramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking for, but the offices of Condor Transglobal seemed a good place to start.
I mean, George is dressed like he's going on holiday. She's dressed like really Rambo.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
Is that what I think it is? It is. Let's go and say hello to the goat. Aw, is that all?
In Quaramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense.
We can't play with the goat, guys. I'm really disappointed.
Hey, Nico!
Okay, generic people here, and then
Hola,
sort of
señora.
slightly more
Hi.
better drawn people
we were
here.
wondering.
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
How rude.
Hi, my name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia. How can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions he'd like to ask you.
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you be interested in these panties? They look about your size.
Is that your best line, Chico?
I'm serious. They were an unwanted gift.
Put them away before you get overexcited.
That's how I start all my negotiations.
Does this stone mean anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of their many gods it represents.
Can you tell me anything about the statue?
It is Tezcatlipoca, the god of death and pestilence. That fetish would be considered by many to be a bad omen.
Great. What do you think of this piece of coal?
You see this? It's my lucky piece of coal.
What's so lucky about it?
I'm not sure yet.
Ugh.
Nice buns.
Okay, I genuinely wasn't expecting
Have you heard
that.
of a man named Karzak?
No? Who is he?
He's the reason we came to Quaramonte. We think he's running a drug ring.
Well, I hope you find him.
That was
I've never
very
heard the name
distracting.
before.
Do you recognize the icon on this label?
Condor Transglobal.
Did the company operate here in Quaramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
They ran, as in past tense.
Do you know who owned Condor Transglobal?
I've no idea.
Have you heard about the forthcoming eclipse?
I don't take much interest in things like that. One of the boys might know about it.
What do you think about these dog treats?
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a smack in the mouth, Chico?
Okay, that was helpful.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Cuaramonte City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
A tour of a mine.
Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
He has
Do
a
you know
point.
anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
How come you're not wearing any pants?
I feel more alert without them. Kind of perky.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
Okay, fair enough. Oops, I think I hit the wrong button.
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
Did you know there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
Why evil monks? Any particular reason they have to be evil?
I had nothing else to talk about.
She'll tell me off, obviously.
Keep out of there. That's where the explosives are stored.
Cool.
Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh. Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
Really doesn't like him, does he?
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu. Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house.
She got excited for a minute there, didn't she?
Take a look at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
I can't think the rest is relevant at the moment. I don't think there's anything else we can say to Conchita.
I had nothing else to talk about.
No, exactly. So, let's get out of here then. Okay, you just stand there, George. You know, fine. Right. Guess we ask around, I guess.
Hi.
You wanna buy something?
No, not really.
I got cabbages. Buy a cabbage, senor.
I don't think so. I didn't come all this way to buy vegetables.
Buy kebab, most good.
Listen, have you heard of Condor Transglobal?
No. Buy a cabbage. I'll give you a discount on bulk purchases.
I'm not into cabbages.
This is
Have
definitely
you ever
another
seen anything
buy
like
kebab
this
guy.
before?
Aye, Tezcatlipoca. Put it away, senor. Tezcatlipoca brings nothing but evil.
The poor guy was so freaked, he didn't even mention his cabbages.
See ya.
Will I get arrested for playing with the hut?
Inside the hut was a chair and a small table.
Exciting.
Hi there. What have you got for sale?
¿Qué?
I said, what have you got? Oh, never mind.
No, he sells kit. Excuse me. Getting old and tired. Can't hack
Hi.
anymore.
Lovely bread.
¿Qué?
Bread. Pan?
Sí, pan.
Maybe I'll come back later when I'm hungry.
Or at least we're establishing we can't chat to a lot of people, which is not a bad thing. Limits future options.
Those things are gourds, aren't they?
See.
Hey! Mind the footwear, lady. Do you have crabs?
Oh, only fish.
Oh, that's another great line. Do you have crabs?
Nice fish.
Thanks.
If by some remote chance I ever need a fish, I'll be back.
Oh, I've just spotted her. Is that Pearl?
Do you recognize this statue?
Si, senor. It is very, very bad luck. That is Tezcatlipoca, night hunter.
I know, but I don't believe in luck, good or bad.
You may not know, but you will.
The guy looked scared out of his wits.
Go it.
Okay, so no one likes our statue. I'm sure this is Pearl.
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA.
I think you should go for that look,
but
Jess.
wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged. What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres? The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the great design, George.
It was pretty much. We sold her a really crappy statue.
Is Dwayne here with you?
Back
Mrs.
in the old
Henderson?
place because she wanted something.
Sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoiled sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
She has a point.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
What do you make of this stone, Pearl?
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
In time. Give her time.
What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Hoo-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan. A little less body hair, maybe, but it's him all right.
She didn't offer to buy that either.
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
You'll have to read it to me, George. I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun, which is due to occur in a few weeks' time.
Sorry, am I missing the fact that she's got specs in the middle of her face?
It's not dangerous or anything. Apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramonte.
Oh, my.
Obviously, these are just her fashion glasses. They're not actually, useful at all.
What does this mean to you, Pearl?
What cute little feathers. Well, if you had two of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
This isn't intended for frivolous personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dart, tipped with a fast-acting, muscle-numbing poison.
Pardon me, I stand corrected, honey.
Sometimes I got the feeling that communication with Pearl was like sending signals out into space. Maybe, if you waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent answer back. But it was a long shot. Look at this, Pearl. A tequila worm.
Don't you bring that thing anywhere near me, honey. I swear I'll scream like a hog on a hot plate.
Catch you later, Pearl.
Let's try the police station.
Hey, Nico!
Why do you have to have Nico? Do you need her to hold your hand, George?
done just as I have been instructed, Professor.
Ooh, okay. So UBA?
With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavation. Ah, I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
Okay, he's not at all suspicious. He's got a big pair of pearly whites, hasn't he?
Welcome to Quarmonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Oh, he's smooth, isn't he?
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
I think we've got a lead with the pants.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso.
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
Karzak? I never heard of him.
Hmm.
Panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
I think he knows.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Quarmonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour, when he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier, a visitor,
thought it was
senor,
Ubier.
like yourselves.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, senor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
What's Ubier doing in Quarmonte?
Researching our rich and glorious
Yeah, he's looking for
past,
more
senor.
artifacts and
The professor is planning
whatever
an
else he's
expedition
looking
to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
Believe that, you believe anything, mate.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
The lady at the mining company told us a ship belonging to Condor was here recently.
Conchita Garcia is crazy. If there had been a ship, do you think I wouldn't have noticed?
He's definitely on the take, isn't he?
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quarmonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor, whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in
So he doesn't know him,
Quarmonte?
but he does know
Of
him.
course, senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
You believe that, you will
Would
believe
you like a biscuit?
anything.
Are you trying to brag me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobart.
I'll be back.
So it's the safe we've got to do something with, I think. There's a lot in here we need to do stuff with, really.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quarmonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
Do you recognize this statue?
It's Catholic Pot. The night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
Everyone's a fan of it.
Do you know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the General catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
So long. I wasn't going to try investigating the passage while the General was sat there.
Yeah, I've got all these
The
things.
filing cabinet was probably locked.
Got all these things I can probably have a look at, but so I want to have a look at the chart, but I won't be able to,
I had
do
no
it.
need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
Senor. Lita Chartalon.
Do I think I can get him outside somehow?
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
A map? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back.
So this is a tourist office and they haven't got a map of the actual place they are in. Doesn't seem very likely, personally. I mean, Pearl helped us out last time, but
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the General didn't want us to see it. You came on a little strong with the General.
I was merely flattering his ego, Georges. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot. That man we saw talking to the General was Oubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oubier, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
no.
It's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Quaramonte.
Oh, dog biscuit.
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, Georges?
Sure, they're great.
Okay.
Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be.
She's
How
good.
did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Take a look at this, Nico.
That's disgusting, Georges. Why are you carrying it around with you?
I don't know. I just can't seem to part with it.
I'm seriously hoping it's going to come in useful.
The cell was vacant. There was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. He wore the same clothes as the band in the marketplace. Hey, wake up! He didn't hear me.
Let's try Oubier. Oh, it's a Dwayne.
Professor Oubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
I thought that face was familiar. Remember me, George? Dwayne Henderson.
Hi, Dwayne. Just a moment. I have a few questions to ask the professor here.
Did you kill your wife?
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Kazakh, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Well, at least he's on. At least he's been honest about that. I've got a
Do you see
feeling I
this
don't want to
label?
ask him about his wife yet.
Yes. It refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Take a look at this,
Could he
Professor.
just be unfortunate that he's sort of
What
tied
do you
up
got
in
to say
this?
about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that. How do you explain these withdrawals,
I left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
I'm just not sure. Oh, I'm gonna regret doing this.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
This is the stone my girlfriend called you about. The stone that nearly cost Nico her life.
I assure you, I don't know what you're talking about.
It does seem
What
if
do you
if
know
he's
about
that
my
he could be if
girlfriend's
he's being
abduction?
genuine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She
He
was
doesn't know.
invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
I can't ask who
Maybe
killed
you
her.
don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just a silly pet name I used to call her. Somehow some damned reporter found out.
Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh, yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There. You see the mirror shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men.
Interesting.
He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims. And victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
I am genuinely getting the feeling that this guy is not bad. I don't know. I don't think he's as bad as maybe originally I thought he was.
It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
What's your interest in the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History's my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
For me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The
Oh dear.
Fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
Okay, so this eclipse in a week is
Have you ever employed
not
a
going to be good
Central
then.
American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
Not at all weird.
Are you still working for... you know who?
Who's that, George? You know I'm retired.
Oh, nothing. Forget it. I confused you with somebody else.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Do you think the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
So
Okay.
the general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Interesting.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Important question.
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No, the guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then. Why are you looking at me like that, George?
Forget it.
I don't know what he expected the response to be, but hey.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
Do you know anything about a shipping company called Condor Transglobal?
I never heard of it, son.
Look at my lucky piece of gold.
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well, we made it to Quaramonte in one piece.
When you've been here a few days, you won't look on that as luck.
What's in the truck, Dwayne?
Oh, just camping equipment. Sleeping bags and tents. Me and Pearl always hankered after a taste of the great outdoors.
Aren't you worried about camping out in the tropical jungle?
We had a trial run in West Virginia. This'll be a breeze in comparison.
I don't know enough about West Virginia to actually kind of
Would you
comment.
like a biscuit, Dwayne?
Oh no, those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl bought a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog too, she just laughed.
Am I missing a trick? You know, am I meant to have eaten loads of dog treats, but I just haven't.
Hi, I'm George Stobart. Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's obsidian. It's a volcanic rock which has cooled so fast that...
Yeah. Look, I'm not interested in geology.
You're not? I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
That's right.
Preferably,
The guy
yes.
you should talk to is the professor. He's over there, talking to the bozo in the truck.
What do you think of these?
What do you think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No. Someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
He's not going to like
Do you
this.
know what this statue represents?
Should do. I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists. But it scared people around here, so I stopped.
Okay, he's the one person who didn't get that freaked
Do
out
you
by it.
recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Have you heard about the eclipse of the sun?
Sure, I'm having a party to celebrate it. Drop by.
Really?
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
Why don't you want the general at your party?
Because if he comes, he'll bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
Yeah, don't listen to 70s music. Okay, the only people I haven't spoken to the musicians yet, and I think I might need to speak to the general and to Pearl again, and the goat.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our fight player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why is it illegal?
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
Oh
They
dear.
got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin. and they left half of him behind.
Tell me about the general. You know, the guy in charge around here.
We don't want to talk about him, senor.
How come? No one can hear you. Well, only that old goat.
In Quaramonte, we have a saying. Don't tell your old goat what you don't want your wife to know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
At least he's honest.
Have
No
you
one
any
seems to
idea
like the
what
general
this
very
is?
much, though.
No, senor.
Me neither.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying the thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
Sure, it's Tezcatlipoca. But it's only a little carving.
It brings death, senor. Death and destruction.
Do you guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
It's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once. But that was after he stupidly consumed a cocktail of peyote and antibiotics.
Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here.
Nico's doing the
at
same trick
docks.
again, where she's just sort of wandering around aimlessly, not actually helping with anything.
What was the ship with the condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Interesting.
What do you make of this little worm?
No good. It's dead.
Sure it's dead. You think I'd carry it around in my pocket if it wasn't? Would either of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really. They're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Okay, so we haven't really moved this forward very much, have we?
I hear you drove all the way to Paramonte in a truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. Makes me downright sad to think there's still some places you can't reach in an automobile. In this day and age, you'd think there'd be decent highways just about anywhere folk choose to go.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so. He wears a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen.
Catch you later, Pearl. Hey, Nico.
We have to wait for Nico to get here.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Claramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
I'll be back.
I don't know, I think if you took certain types of music away from certain places and people and cultures,
I have
you'd
nothing
probably
else
have
I
a
wanted
riot.
to ask him. The safe was undoubtedly locked. It was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it. I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games. I decided to leave the television switched on. I had nothing else I wanted to ask him. I wasn't going to try investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
Can I speak to the prisoner from outside now I know his name and try and get him to do something to draw their attention? Because Because outside of that, I genuinely don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing.
There was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player.
But Ubier's gone.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been in prison just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
What's the real reason the musician was in prison?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
Maybe I'm wrong,
Okay.
but you seemed kind of evasive when I asked you about what you had in that truck before.
Damn right I was being evasive. I couldn't talk in front of the foreign national, see? George, I'm on a top-secret classified mission for Uncle Sam. This truck is a rolling bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer with a plastique initiator. They'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm really looking forward to this.
Is
Interesting.
Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
Sounds good to me. Count me in.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator.
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work. I left the packing to Pearl, and I can't find a darn thing. Just hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
Right, at least we found out what we need to do then.
Have you really never heard of Condor?
Of course I have, son. Matter of fact, it was old Dwayne's investigation scared him off.
Did you find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
So who was behind Condor Transglobal?
It was registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells Nady, Spanish for nobody.
Okay. Where am I going to get a detonator? Oh, I suppose the most logic place for a detonator would be the mining. The mining corporation.
Do you know where I could buy a detonator?
Did Dwayne put you up to this by any chance?
Hey, come on, I was kidding. Did you think I was serious?
I know what you boys are like when you get together and make plans. Dwayne says he could solve all of those problems if he had enough missiles.
Did you know that the truck was full of explosives?
Whatever gave you that idea, as if I couldn't guess?
Your husband. He was exaggerating, wasn't he?
Sometimes I wonder how I'm going to cope with Dwayne's over-fertile imagination.
Catch you later, bro. Hey, Nico.
Oh, I still figure that we need to get that guy out there to probably blow the wall up or something, but we're not going to get much in here, I don't think.
I'd asked him all I'd wanted to for now.
Let's try Ronaldo. Probably not.
I'd like to visit your prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, senor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
No. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
That doesn't seem likely. I guess you get arrested for playing the wrong kind of music, and then you basically say that you're.
I'd asked him all I'd wanted to for now.
Into that sort of stuff. Doesn't seem very likely, does it? Not unless you're coerced. I don't know whether to talk to the guard over here. I think the guard's going to be really pointless. God, I really am sorry. Don't know why I'm yawning so much.
Welcome to Guaramonte.
When's the next ship out of here?
But, senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
No, don't worry, Jess. I appreciate you lurking.
Oh, yeah. It's like a little piece of paradise right here on Earth.
Then why you wanna leave?
I'm just plain homesick. Like it says in the song.
A word of warning, senor. If you feel like bursting into song, bite your tongue.
Huh?
There are official restrictions on music in Guaramonte.
How come music is restricted in Guaramonte?
I have no idea what
It's
redstone
part of
means.
the great cultural enrichment campaign. Traditional Guaramonte music is considered unsuitable for these fast-moving times. Nuestra Señora has decreed that only one category of music is suitable.
What's that?
Easy listening.
Okay, a bit weird. Minecraft stuff. Yeah, like I said
Senora
before,
is
I've not actually played
Si,
Minecraft.
senor. The first lady of Guaramonte.
I guess that's her picture I've seen on the posters, huh?
That's her. Quite a looker, no?
If you like big, middle-aged military women.
Si, senor. I do.
Is this meant to be her? God, she looks like she's been hit in the face with a spade.
So, what has La Presidenta done for this country? Apart from emasculating its music.
Take a look around you, senor. The splendid docks, the walk-in shopping mall, but most of all, she has brought prosperity.
Where?
For the first time in the history of Guaramonte, we have an export trade.
We've had enough. We're going back to the ship.
Okay.
All your historical goods,
Show
you
me
know,
your brown
artifacts,
card.
she's basically shipping them off to the highest bidder.
What brown card is that?
The official exit visa.
Let's see if I can get something sensible from the goat. Doing Yeo or Nico again. Where can I get a detonator?
Any kind of detonating device in stock.
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare.
I can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine closed down for good.
Do you have any evidence that the mine was sabotaged?
Not yet, but I'll get to the bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now the entire operation has been closed down.
Where's the site of the mine?
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
Okay.
Do you know Professor Ubier?
Yes. I understand he is about to embark on an archaeological expedition.
He needs a
He hired
detonator.
some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the general be interested in an archaeologist?
The general has a chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the general and his sidekick are there.
Do you want to help me with that?
I had
Don't
nothing
you
else to talk
No.
about.
Let's speak to Mr. No Pants.
I guess a mining company must use explosives, right?
Not in the accounts and ledger section, to my knowledge.
He has a point.
I'm looking for a detonator.
Oh my, that's dangerous. I mean, are you qualified to handle those things? I don't know how you can work with explosives. I'd be too scared of blowing myself up. That's why I work in an office. Mind you, clerical duties are not as safe as you might think. You know those things you use to remove staples? You know, staple removers?
Look, I sympathize, but I've heard enough of this crap.
I know you can seriously do yourself an injury with those. I'm going to need to get in the cupboard. She's not going to let me. We know this.
Hey! Stay out of that cupboard.
I had nothing else to talk about.
Okay, so not getting much there. I could try the items in my bag, but I don't think that's going to get me very far. Just wondering if there's anyone else I think around here who I think might be worth speaking to, but I severely doubt it. Okay, right, so nothing there then. So I'm not sure whether Nico is going to give me any assistance either.
Could you distract the general while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at me?
Yeah, you'd make a great snake charmer. Come on, 5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
Okay, well that was successful then. Also need Ronaldo, but I don't think that's going to work.
My girlfriend has a favor she wants to ask you, General.
For you, my dear. Anything.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for an interview, General.
An interview with me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
You hear that, Ronaldo? An exclusive glossy spread about your beloved general.
Yes.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Okay, do I need to get rid of Ronaldo?
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the General's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
Okay, can we get all this stuff done?
No, Signor.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay. I'd have to get rid of him.
Okay, that's fine. So we know what we need to do. We need to go and get Pearl then. That way they can disappear.
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
Okay. Finally, some progress, everybody. Finally, progress. It's felt really slow going, this game.
Listen, sweetie. I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Cool.
As Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruined pyramid, I prepared to search the police station.
Alright, so let's start off with the chart then, because that's the thing we kind of wanted to distract him from.
like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City. About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
Okay.
The safe was undoubtedly locked. I had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
The TV's not going to give me anything, is it?
I decided to leave the television switched on.
Okay. So there's nothing there. Just gonna see
The
if I can
filing
do...
cabinet was probably locked.
Okay, he's not even gonna try it. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind him not trying it.
I couldn't reach the noose.
It's quite worrying there's a noose sort of what appears to be in his cell. Apart from talking to him, I don't think there's anything else interesting in here, is there?
I'm George Stobart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor. My career is finished.
Going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor, I would rather die than live with this shame.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Oubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Ronaldo strung it up for me to hang myself. Don't cry for me, Senor Stubborn. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
Very morbid.
He wouldn't be interested.
Let's cheer him up.
He wouldn't be interested.
Oh.
He wouldn't be interested. He wouldn't be interested.
He would be interested in a lot, really, would he?
He wouldn't be interested. He wouldn't be interested.
Okay, so I think we've established
I couldn't reach
he
the
wouldn't be
noose.
interested.
There was nothing I wanted to...
Okay. So genuinely, there is nothing going on. I think I've interacted with everything I can interact with in here.
I had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
Okay, I'll try talking to the lady in the mining building again. Because I think that's pretty much the only thing I can do at the moment.
I got a good look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah, a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans. One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good. I'd like to talk to that musician Miguel. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Let's go and get Miguel out of that jail cell. Is there a sprint button? Here you go, Dwayne.
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
Keep your voice down, George. You want everyone to know. You'd best go and warn Miguel that the U.S. cavalry's on the way.
Okay.
I just genuinely hope that he actually has got some explosives, because it would be really embarrassing if he hasn't. Be funny, but be a bit embarrassing. Really quiet in here now.
Hey, Miguel.
What is it? What is happening?
We're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force?
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force?
Don't make me sick. Much better.
Who they?
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
That's going to be reassuring, isn't it?
You're not the only one.
I should have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell. Now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am. Going quietly into the cell.
Very wise. Not Americano scum.
One of the reasons I hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, Senor Stobart.
Go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
Hopefully we'll be able to get out of here.
This was part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking, no. I was all out of ideas. It was up to Nico now.
So, here we are.
You've changed.
I thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
Creep, creep, creep,
The
creep,
stench
creep.
of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing.
Yeah, really, creep, creep, creep.
I am a very...
I'm kind of
giving
a bit,
person.
you know, a bit
nice
shocked
for
that
your
the
hand.
chair isn't spinning around.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
His damn cologne was making my eyes water.
Oh,
I was running out of sofa.
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar.
okay, so we can chat to him. Do
I
some of the
didn't
portrait.
want the picture.
Television, look at the swordfish. We can leave, apparently.
I didn't want the lava lamp.
You don't want the tiger skin either.
The tiger was beyond help.
Okay, so I can see very little. Right, okay, so I think I just need to speak to the guy. This is going to be fun.
Who's the guy with the hat and the fat cigar?
My mother.
Awkward.
Is that a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No, no, don't do that. Not on such a beautiful day.
Smooth, smooth.
That tiger skin. You didn't kill it yourself, did you?
Alas, no. I had to import a synthetic one from the United States. It is very comfortable to lie on naked.
Unfortunately, I'm allergic to man-made fagots. On close inspection, I noticed that the swordfish was peppered with machine gun bullet holes. The general was a real sportsman and no mistake. I didn't want to watch a lot of tawdry soap operas.
This is easy listening, is it? Apparently.
Big fish. Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did... Are those bullet holes?
2 magazines on full automatic. It put up quite a fight.
Really? Oh, hello. Oh, it's the mother. Or father.
What is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, it's...
Madame la Presidente. Sorry, Madame la Presidenta.
Now, what is going on here?
Nothing, Madame la Presidenta. I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Hi.
Oh, he's
Good
proper
afternoon,
whipped, isn't he?
Señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Intentions? We were just talking.
Oh, nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
No, then.
Is she? And what sort of questions has she been asking?
I'm a freelance photojournalist. I do lifestyle features.
For what sort of magazines?
It looks safest to play dumb with good bone structure. Hayat, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious, Envy magazine.
Excellent. Raoul, you've chosen well for a change.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here. I hope George was making good use of the time I was buying him.
And then it goes. And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
I have never heard that song before, yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey! Psst. Hey, George!
Oh, are we going to get rescued?
Wayne Henderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been imprisoned without charge.
Get real, George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne, listen to me. You'll kill all of us.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork.
Well, rest in peace,
Negative
George.
to negative, it's positive to you gotta get the bare copper wire here. Let me just, damn. All right, I'll just hook that up. All right, there we go. Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe
We're
distance.
all going to
Quick,
die.
Miguel, hit the mattress.
You have strange customs up north.
There we go.
Too late.
Are we dead yet?
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of chemical. All I got here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
Can I use this on the doors? No, apparently not. Let me out, let me
The
out.
door was locked. I couldn't escape that way. I couldn't reach the noose. Listen to me, Miguel. You give me that rope and I'll get us out of here. Is there
Okay.
somewhere you can hide from the general?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure. But I'll think of something.
Tie to the back of the truck, rip the bars out.
If your plan doesn't work, will you let me hang myself in peace?
Of course I will.
I had nothing else to ask him. I had nothing.
No, it's not what I wanted to
I
do.
couldn't escape them. I didn't have the key.
Oh, and maybe. Can I now give that to George? Sorry, to
I
Dwayne.
couldn't escape that way.
Nope.
I didn't have the key to the lock.
Well, I mean, it's obviously right what I've done there.
I had nothing. Hey, Dwayne, I want you to
There
tie
you go.
this rope to your truck and then drive forward. I'd had no idea whether this was really going to work, but I'd seen it in a black and white Western. Of course, Hopalong was using a horse, and Dwayne had a 4-ton truck, but hey, the principle's sound.
Anything you say, George.
Please forgive my mother. She can be a little difficult.
Yeah, the fact that you've got the position you've got is because she's, you know, the president.
Raoul, propose, you idiot.
Really?
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul. I want the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose now, or I'll do it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but... What the hell was that?
I didn't know what was going on, but Georges had to be involved in it somewhere.
He's gone one way and she went the other. Well, that worked.
I ain't gonna say a thing, 'cause that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Quick, senor. The river.
Huh? Wait, what about Nico?
Quick then, Nico, jump in the truck. Let's all go.
What have you done? You only had to sneak a look at the chart, and it's turned into World War III.
No time to explain. Come on.
Don't move, terrorist scum. You talking to me, Junior? Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man. And my name's not Junior.
Get to the chopper!
Where's the wise, Junior? You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy? Yeah, now, I am happy to report that I have apprehended the terrorist.
You idiot, not them. The other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
And we're out of there. We're off into the sunset. How romantic. I say, it's got noisy all of a sudden. I guess we're not on the boat.
When I recovered consciousness, I
Oh,
was
we were.
alone, washed up on the riverbank. My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp. But I followed the sound and discovered a treehouse in a nearby clearing.
Okay, to be honest, guys, I'm going to call it there. I think it's we've been playing for about 3 hours, and I think it's a good enough moment to maybe end for today. So I do thank you very much for joining me, and I hope I'll catch you all again next week for the continuation.